This is the chilling story of a woman who encountered a deadly mountain lion during her hike. Witness her courageous battle against the ferocious predator and the shocking aftermath that stunned everyone. Get ready for a heart-pounding marathon of the terrifying big cat attacks. In October 2018, a woman named Diana Bulber, who was 55 years old, went missing. Her family got worried because they hadn't heard from her for a long time. The last thing they knew was that Diana had gone to a place called Welch's in Oregon. It's about 40 miles away from Portland, close to a big forest called Mount Hood National Forest. Diana drove her car towards the forest and parked it near the Zigzag Ranger Station, where a trail called Hunchback Trail starts. Diana went for a tough hike on this trail, which had steep and rocky parts. Unfortunately, something bad happened to Diana in the forest. It's likely that she was followed and attacked by a mountain lion. As Diana continued uphill, she may have paused to rest or take a photo. Unaware of the danger nearby, she may have knelt to tie her shoelace. Suddenly, the attack happened, catching her by surprise. Diana probably didn't see the mountain lion until it was too late. In an instant, the lion pounced, biting her neck and causing a fatal injury. The evidence suggests that Diana fought back bravely. She had sharp objects, mace, and a strong stick for protection. She struggled to defend herself as the lion knocked her down. She kicked and punched, trying to fend off the relentless lion. Diana's hands bore the marks of its bites as she bravely tried to push the ferocious beast away. The mountain lion repeatedly bit Diana, targeting the back of her neck. The mountain lion firmly gripped Diana's neck and delivered a forceful bite. Tragically, Diana's neck was found to be broken and she succumbed to her injuries. The attack she endured would have been brutal and terrifying, catching her completely off guard. Diana was reported missing, and a search party was swiftly organized. Her car was found at the ranger station, marking the trail's beginning. A week later, her lifeless body was discovered 300 feet away, with puncture wounds and a broken neck. Officials placed cameras and captured footage of a female cougar near the attack site. The cougar was pursued, found, and shot. Examination couldn't match its DNA with Diana's due to erasure. The motive behind the attack remained unknown. Mountain lions rarely attack humans, and Diana's case was the first fatal encounter in the wild. The reason for the attack remained a mystery. Let me share another fascinating story with you. We travel back to June 25, 2003, where our story unfolds in the Denver Zoo, which houses awe-inspiring Siberian tigers. These beautiful creatures are part of a program to help their population grow and keep their genes diverse. One of the tigers born there is Tatiana. She's a playful cub who enjoys being around people. After some time, Tatiana moves to the San Francisco Zoo to meet a male tiger named Tony. Everything was going well until a day in December 2006. Tatiana's keeper, Lori Kamajan, makes a big mistake. She goes into Tatiana's space alone and without following safety rules. This leads to a dangerous situation and Lori gets hurt. Thankfully, her co-workers quickly help her and she gets medical care. But on December 25, 2007, something unforgettable happened to three friends. Let me introduce you to Carlos, Amrit, Paul, and Colbert. They were excited as they arrived at the San Francisco Zoo, eager to witness the wonders of nature up close. Little did they know that their visit would take an unexpected turn. As they approached the Siberian tiger exhibit, their gazes met Tatiana's intense stare. Her amber eyes pierced their souls, evoking both fear and wonder. Mesmerized, they watched as Tatiana played with a toy, demonstrating her strength and agility. However, Carlos noticed something peculiar about the enclosure's wall. He pointed out that one end seemed lower than the other. Carlos sensed danger, but his friends dismissed it, believing the tiger couldn't leap over the barrier. They trusted the trenches and obstacles in front of the wall for safety. Amrit and Paul decided to provoke Tatiana by throwing objects into her enclosure as if tempting fate. They taunted her with no regard for the potential consequences. Being the voice of reason, Carlos tried to stop his friends, but it was too late. Tatiana began circling in her enclosure, her eyes fixated on the trio. And then, in a split second, she launched herself over the wall with astonishing agility, landing right in their reckless behavior. Panic ensued as Tatiana pounced on Amrit and Paul, tearing through their flesh with her ferocious claws and teeth. Carlos, realizing the danger, frantically tried to intervene. He shouted, threw objects, and attempted to pull his friends away from the grip of the fierce predator. But Tatiana had other plans. She shifted her attention to Carlos, knocking him down and inflicting devastating wounds upon him. The sheer terror of the moment was overwhelming as Carlos fought for his life. In a desperate attempt to survive, Amrit, Paul, and Colbert ran towards the zoo cafe 300 yards away. But fate had another cruel twist in store for them. The cafe was closed, and their pleas for help were brushed aside. As they ran, Tatiana relentlessly pursued Colbert, catching up to him and launching a new wave of terror. It was only when the cafe employees finally realized the severity of the situation that they called for emergency assistance. Tragically, Carlos didn't make it. His injuries were too severe, leaving behind a devastating loss that could have been avoided. The aftermath of this horrifying event led to changes in zoo regulations and safety protocols, ensuring that such tragedies would be prevented in the future. So, that's it for today. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button for all the latest videos about wildlife.